we have some astonishing breaking news, despite the fact that Chief Justice John Roberts from the Supreme Court of the United States calling out Donald Trump earlier yesterday, and it was about him threatening to impeach judges. What is the astonishing breaking news despite Chief Justice John Roberts from the Supreme Court laying into Donald Trump and speaking truth to power? Let's find out from this reporting by NPR. The article is titled, "Trump Calls for Impeachment of a Judge as Lawsuit Piles Up."
To date, 127 legal cases have been filed against the Trump administration's actions since President Trump took office. That's according to a database maintained at New York University. The cases challenge an enormous range of subjects, from the president's national security powers to the firing of tens of thousands of federal employees at the Pentagon to the Justice Department and to agencies created by Congress that are supposed to be independent. Joining us now to talk about all of these lawsuits is NPR legal affairs correspondent Nina Totenberg. Hi, Nina.
Hi there, Elsa.
Okay, let's take the first area of these cases. This is where the president traditionally has the most power, national security. What's going on there?
Most prominently, that's the one in which Trump invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to deport several hundred alleged Venezuelan gang members by claiming they were part of an illegal invasion. The law, however, has only been invoked 3 times in American history, and then only in a declared war. This is the case where the administration is in something of a standoff with the chief judge of the federal district court in Washington, D.C. here, James Boasberg, because Boasberg ordered the administration not to do what it did while the case was underway, and the administration did it anyway, prompting Boasberg to order the planes that were in the air to turn back, which the administration did not do.
Why might the president not have the power to do what he did here?
Because the Alien Enemies Act, according to most scholars, was meant to and is written to deal with wartime emergencies only. In addition, even people who should be deported are guaranteed due process under the Constitution, and it's not clear that all of the people being deported have had a final hearing. The president has likely picked this battle because, after all, it's what he ran and won on. In addition, in this category, I would put the administration's effort, so far unsuccessful, to ban automatic citizenship for some people born in the United States, a right pretty explicitly guaranteed by the Constitution.
That's right. Okay, what other areas of executive power are you seeing litigated right now? What's standing out?
Well, there are what former Ambassador Norman Eisen, who's shepherding a lot of these lawsuits, calls core rule of law cases. Those are the cases seeking to prevent the administration from gutting agencies and cabinet departments by summarily firing tens of thousands of federal employees. For shorthand, let's call these the Elon Musk cases, involving what power a private individual has to gain access to government databases that are supposed to be private. An individual who's not been confirmed by Congress to do things that Congress has not authorized. And under this umbrella, I would put the administration's efforts to make life much more difficult for lawyers who bring cases against the administration and news organizations who cover them. For example, some 20 major law firms have been targeted for alleged DEI violations, and the administration revoked the security clearance for a major law firm, which could put it out of business.
What about what Trump and his allies are calling attacks on the deep state? Like, where would that fit into all of this?
Well, I think they're somewhat different because they're attacks on the control of the agencies. So, for example, the president is trying to fire a member of the National Labor Relations Board who has 3 years left on her 5-year term. Now, the Supreme Court back in the 1930s said the president could only fire agency commissioners for cause, meaning misconduct of some kind. The current Supreme Court conservative supermajority, however, has been eating away at the outer edges of that precedent. So the Trump administration has, I think, a pretty decent chance of prevailing when and if these cases get to the Supreme Court.
Okay, well, we've heard that President Trump has called for the impeachment of the judge in the deportations case. Has the Supreme Court weighed in on that yet?
Well, today, the usually reserved Chief Justice John Roberts issued this statement. For more than 2 centuries, it's been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. The normal appellate review process exists for that purpose.
That is NPR's Nina Totenberg. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you, Elsa.
What they did not cover was the rest of the article, it seems like. So, that's what I'm going to do right now, starting from Boasberg is a highly known judge, and working our way down. Let's get into it. Boasberg is known as a highly respected judge and former prosecutor who was previously appointed by Roberts to serve on the super secret Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Court, which reviews federal government applications to conduct foreign intelligence surveillance, particularly in the United States. He, meaning Judge Boasberg, has long ties with Roberts has long ties with conservative and liberals alike. Having shared a house with Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh at Yale Law School. The Trump administration's inspired furor is only the latest in many contretemps between the administrations and federal district court judges, as who are my editorial edition, presiding over lawsuits seeking to block Trump rightfully, legally, constitutionally, and lawfully, and his administration's actions. As of Tuesday, 127 such lawsuits have been filed against the Trump administration since Trump took office, according to a database maintained at New York University. The cases challenge an enormous range of subjects, from the president's national security powers to the firing of tens of thousands of federal employees at the Pentagon, the Department of Justice, the agencies created by Congress that are supposed to be independent. Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, apparently to Donald Trump, he doesn't think so. But thankfully, rightfully, and legally, the Constitution and the federal judiciary system don't think so. Thankfully, rightfully, legally, lawfully, and, like I said, constitutionally. Continuing with the article. Here is an abbreviated summary of the pending Trump legal cases. National security cases. The, quote, national security, quote, cases involve the area where the president has the most power. Most prominently, last Friday, Trump invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to deport several hundred alleged Agua or TDA gang members from Venezuela, as well as alleged members of the Salvadorian gang Mara Salvatrucha, or MS-13, by claiming they were part of an illegal invasion. The statute, however, has only been invoked during 3 periods in American history: the War of 1812, World War II, and World War I and World War II. Judge Boasberg on Saturday, ordered the Trump administration not to proceed with the deportations for 2 weeks, but the administration did it anyway. This prompted Boasberg to order the planes that were in the air to turn back, which the administration did not do. The standoff could lead to what many legal experts predict will be a constitutional crisis, a hypothetical or seemingly now reality, in which the Trump administration refuses to abide by court orders that are issued by federal judges. My editorial edition. The Trump administration, however, may be on shaky grounds in this case because, according to legal scholars, the Alien Enemies Act was meant to and is written to deal with wartime emergencies only. In addition, even people who should be deported are guaranteed due process rights under the Constitution, and it is not clear that all the people being deported have had a final hearing. The president has likely picked this battle because it's provocative, and immigration is an issue that he ran on and won on. Trump also ordered the detention and deportation of Columbia University graduate student Muhammad Khalil for his role in the school's student-led protests last spring. Khalil is a lawful permanent resident in the United States who is a Palestinian descent. Days after Khalil was taken into custody, immigration officials sent Rasha Alawiya, a doctor who was legally working in the U.S., back to Lebanon, citing her alleged support for Hezbollah. The administration has also made an effort, so far unsuccessfully, to ban automatic birthright citizenship for some apparently that was enough of the news article reporting. I guess because it backed out of there. That is going to do it for today's legal breaking analysis video reporting, ladies and gentlemen. If you did enjoy this legal breaking analysis reporting, please do consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, as well as hitting the bell icon if you want to make sure that you never miss a brand new legal breaking analysis video that comes out pretty much every day. 5, 4, 3, 2, or even once a day, regarding the legal battles currently going on with the U.S. government and Donald Trump. I say and Donald Trump because he is not the government right now. Especially, let alone because he is acting like a complete fool and a complete alleged wannabe dictator. You can also do so by following me on my social medias that I'll have linked down below. I am on Instagram, Snapchat, and Threads. There you guys can also be notified instantly when I have posted a brand new legal breaking analysis video to the channel. Lastly, ladies and gentlemen, please help me reach the overall channel goal of 130 plus subscribers. We're only one away from 130 subscribers. After we reach and achieve the goal of 130 subscribers, we have more subscribers to reach and achieve after we reach the goal of 130 subscribers. We are again one more away from 130 subscribers. Then our next goal is 140 subscribers. Until my next reporting, ladies and gentlemen, please stay healthy, please stay safe, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next legal breaking analysis reporting.